हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सब। उम्मीद है कि बहुत अच्छे होंगे। आज हम एक और वीडियो आपके लिए लेकर आ गए हैं 2000 प्लस एमसीक्यूज की जो हमारी सीरीज चल रही है बेसिक इकोनॉमिक्स में। हम प्रीवियस 26 वीडियोज में 260 क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। आज 10 मोर क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे हम, और देखते हैं कि हमारे आज के जो बेसिक क्वेश्चंस हैं वो कौन कौन से हैं। द प्राइस ऑफ गुड एच इंक्रीजेज एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन गुड एच आल्सो इंक्रीजेज. Price elasticity of good age will be, it is saying that price of good age increases, so total expenditure on good age also increases. On age also increases. So price elasticity of good age will be unitary elastic, elastic, inelastic, or zero. So the answer for this question is price elasticity of demand will be inelastic, because due to the inelasticity of demand, supply of demand, inelasticity of demand, the consumer is not able to manage his expenditure. So the right answer for this question will be inelastic. Next question is demand curve is also referred to as profit curve, average revenue curve, average cost curve, total revenue curve. So the answer for this question is average revenue curve. Income elasticity of demand is defined as the responsiveness of income to change in quantity demanded to change in income, price to change in income, none of the above. So the right answer for this question is quantity demanded to change in income. Income elasticity of demand will be always equal to percentage change in CUD upon percentage change in income of consumer X, Y, जो भी हो. If the price of medicine alpha increases, then which of the following is likely to occur? Quantity demanded will fall by a relatively larger percentage. Quantity demanded will fall by a relatively smaller percentage. Quantity demanded will not be affected, and none of the above. So the right answer for this question is quantity demanded will not be affected, because medicines are the necessities of the life. So whenever there will be a change in prices of the medicine, so the quantity demanded will not be affected. That means it will not increase or decrease. Price of a commodity and corresponding total expenditure on the commodity changes in the same direction. Price elasticity of demand will be what? If there is a price of a commodity and the corresponding total expenditure on the commodity changes in the same direction, price elasticity of demand will be equal to 1, greater than 1, less than 1, or cannot be defined. So the answer for this question is it will be equal to 1. Price of a commodity and corresponding total expenditure on the commodity changes in the same direction. Oh, no, no. It is asking that if there is a price increase, then total expenditure will also increase, or if there is a price decrease in price, total expenditure will decrease. So, price elasticity of demand will be what? So it will be less than 1. That means elasticity of demand will be inelastic, right? So our next question is, a typical demand curve is downward sloping due to income effect, substitution effect, both 1 and B, none of the above. So a typical demand curve is downward because of both substitution and income effect. When price of a good falls, this leads to increase in the consumers and ultimately result in increase in demand, money income of consumer, real income of consumer, utility derived by consumer, or none of the above. So real income of the consumer will increase due to price of a good falls. The value of a coefficient of demand curve for the value of coefficient of demand for a good can range between 1 to infinity, 0 to infinity, infinity minus infinity to positive infinity, and 0 to 1. So it will be 0 to infinity. Which among the following represents contraction in demand curve? तो इसमें बताना है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्शन इन डिमांड कर्व क्या है। यहाँ पर देखते हैं। लेफ्टवर्ड शिफ्ट इन द डिमांड कर्व, इफ देयर इज ए लेफ्टवर्ड शिफ्ट इन द, दिस इज, मान लीजिए ये ओरिजिनल है D1 और ये D2 है। लेफ्टवर्ड शिफ्ट इन डिमांड कर्व, नो, इट विल बी नोन एज डिक्रीज इन डिमांड. राइटवर्ड शिफ्ट इन द डिमांड कर्व, नो, इट विल बी नोन एज इंक्रीज इन डिमांड कर्व. leftward movement on the demand curve. It is in question he asked that which among the following represents contraction in demand curve. So if there is a leftward movement in the demand curve like this, uh, suppose this will be the initial condition and consumers move leftward along the demand curve, so it will be known as contraction in demand curve. If there is a rightward movement in the demand curve, it will be termed as expansion in demand curve. So here, if he goes leftward along the same demand curve, then it will be known as contraction in demand curve. Today's last question is slope of the demand curve is 0.75 minus में. Initial price of good is 15 and initial quantity demanded was 75 units. Price elasticity of demand will be what? So in this case, we can derive the elasticity of demand or price. If one thing is not given, we can derive using this formula 1 by slope of demand curve into P1 by Q1. So here slope is given as 0.75. So we just need to put the values. ED will be equal to 1 by 0.75 in minus, and it will be 15 by 75. So our answer will be 100 by 75 minus में into 1 by 15 1 the 15, so it will be 5 or what? So the answer right, this will be 1.33 and this will be 0.2. So the right answer for this question will be, after calculating the value, 2.266 minus में, because this value is in minus. So right answer for this question will be option 1. तो थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, वीडियो वॉच करने के लिए। आप लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और कमेंट करके बताएं हमें कि आपका स्कोर कितना रहा। अगर आपका स्कोर 8 है तो आप ए कैटेगरी में हैं, और अगर आपका स्कोर 9 है तो आप ए प्लस कैटेगरी में हैं, और अगर आपका स्कोर 10 है तो आप ए प्लस प्लस कैटेगरी में हैं। और किसी भी स्टूडेंट का अगर स्कोर 8 से कम आ रहा है ऑन एन एवरेज या किसी भी वीडियो में, तो उसको अपनी तैयारी को और बेहतर करने की ज़रूरत है। थैंक यू सो मच, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो।